Alright, so welcome back to my loyal followers, which mostly consist of current and former students, most of whom don't like me that much anyway, so I think they tune in just because typically this shows me in a little bit of pain, and I think they kind of dig that. But hey, followers are followers, so I appreciate the attention and the views. So we're back with another challenge today. This one is the Paqui One Chip Challenge, the 2019 version. I didn't realize before there were two versions of this. There was one back in 2017, and then they souped it up a little bit for 2019. I never did the first one. So, the One Chip Challenge is exactly what it says. It's one Dorito-style tortilla chip, coated in a whole lot of spiciness, and again, you're just kind of seeing what you can handle here. So, on the front cover, it says, Paqui inside one deadly black tortilla chip. Fear the Carolina Reaper, so we know that's going to play in there somewhere. On the back, they give you your typical warnings. It says, eat at your own risk, not for the faint of heart, not everyone will enjoy the extreme heat, and they give you a bunch of warnings about medical conditions and all that. I do like the directive that after this, hell should be easy. So we'll see how that goes. The ingredients, blue corn, sunflower and or safflower oil, Carolina Reaper pepper, scorpion chili pepper, sea salt, activated charcoal powder, it's a new one for me, and then chipotle pepper powder. For those who aren't familiar, the Paqui brand, I actually know a little bit because they make a bunch of tortilla chips. They're actually pretty good stuff. So they give you a little brochure in here that shows you all the other ones. These I know you can buy in stores. I've bought them before. It's their ghost pepper chips. If you like spicy food that tastes good, I mean nothing that you're trying to like prove your worth with, that's really good. And I actually kind of dig this because I get a coupon for a free bag, so I'll probably buy some of the ghost pepper ones. It's legitimately spicy, but they're really, really good if you're in the mood for them. So it's good stuff. And then on the back of that, they give you the whole I survived the One Chip Challenge little banner. I guess I can, put that in the window of my car or get it tattooed across my chest or slap it to my bald head or something. I can advertise it. So, on the inside, it says, can you handle the heat? Made with Carolina Reaper pepper, created for the sheer pleasure of intense heat and pain. It says what to expect. Mouth on fire, short-term loss of speech, impaired vision from tears, and then extreme profanity, and then it just says RIP. Apparently it's gonna take you out. So really, there's not much to this challenge. It says eat the chip, see how long you can last without reaching for milk or ice cream. Don't say we didn't warn you. I haven't seen a whole lot of Scoville ratings on this one. Again, the Death Nuts, the first video I posted, that got up to 13 million. That disgusting gummy bear I ate last week got up to 9 million. This, I think, based on Carolina Reapers, is only supposed to get up to like 1 or 2 million. So I think I'm actually kind of going down the hill instead of up the hill as far as the amount of spiciness, but whatever. So we're going to do exactly what it says to do. I'm going to open this thing up. Eat it and just kind of see what happens. So, let's go down there, boy. So, without further ado, start opening the package. Let's see. Ooh, now I got a mostly whole chip here. There are some crumbs in there. I'll have to polish off the rest. Ooh. Yeah, there's just a certain smell. I don't know if it's a charcoal or what, but I've heard these taste good. We'll see. I've already got some on my fingers. But basically, I'm going to chow down the chip, pop the rest of this residue and dust in my mouth, and see what happens. So let's just kind of go for it. Set my timer. Oh, come on. Okay, it's done. Woo! That's a good punch in the face right there. I've heard varying degrees on the taste of it. It's okay. Definitely better than the gummy bear. It wouldn't have taken much. That's really hot. I also have a little bit of a cut in my mouth. So getting that seasoning in there, that definitely isn't feeling great. some hiccups, but that's excuse me, that's definitely hotter than the ghost pepper stuff. Now I'm gonna hiccup through the whole video, which is going to ruin it. But yeah, that's pretty good stuff. Spicy like you'd expect. I'm curious about the charcoal part. God, these hiccups. Some people made it sound like the charcoal should actually help with some of the belly burn after the fact, but we'll see. I'm about 2 minutes in from actually having eaten the thing. It's really hot. The tongue's got a good burn. Back of the throat a little bit. Maybe. No sweat going yet. The hiccups are driving me nuts. I want to take a drink for the sake of the hiccups, but so as not to cheat and put the flames out, we'll excuse me. Ugh. We'll leave that. I look better this week. Fresher shave. Yeah. No sweat yet. A little bit of eye watering. I think it's mostly from the hiccups. I don't want to touch my eyes because there's still just little bits of the powder, the charcoal residue. So I don't mess with that. Pretty good burn. I mean, I've done worse, but it's definitely doing it. I wouldn't want to eat a whole bag of these. The ghost pepper ones, if I'm in the mood for it, they're enjoyable. This would probably be a little too far to chow down one after the other. I've seen some people do this one where they eat like 5 or 6 of them, or there was one guy back in the day who they gave like a whole bag to, and he ate a bunch. So I don't know if I'd want to go there. Yeah, but again, I've done worse, but it's solid. There's a good amount of sting, especially on the tongue and toward the back of the throat. That's really about all I have to say there. Comparatively to Death Nuts and Gummy Bear, different. This one I almost feel like is in the middle between the two. I still haven't encountered anything that compares to the Death Nuts, at least the 4th and 5th level. But this, I think, is lingering a little longer than the Gummy Bears. I'm about 4 minutes in, and I got some good sting still in the tongue. And to me, there's something different about flavor, like seasoning powder. That seems like it lasts longer. It's more concentrated. So the Gummy Bear, because I took it down so fast after I held it for a minute, it doesn't linger as much. But I feel like the seasoning powder of this coats the tongue and the mouth more. So I definitely have a lot of saliva going here. I didn't bring a spit cup this time. I decided some of the challenges make it sound like that's almost cheating. I don't know why, because you're certainly not, rinsing out or anything like that. But this time I decided to try just to deal with it. If nothing else, spitting is gross. So we're going to stick without that for this one. Feels like maybe it's starting to go down a little bit. Watching the different videos, you never know what to expect. I've seen some people, really act like this one was just killing them. I don't know what to make of those, because in some of those videos I know they've eaten things that are hotter than that, so I don't know why. Maybe it's just for show. Maybe that's why they have more viewers than I do. Maybe I'm not entertaining enough. I can sing and dance, something like that. Or I'll talk about politics or religion or coronavirus, story of the day. All that. I am getting a pretty good nose run right now. So that's definitely a thing. But, yeah, I'll say this one actually is pleasantly surprising. This is a little more than I expected, which I haven't had a lot of yet. So I don't know how this would compare to the 2017. The people that I've seen videos for who have done both definitely claim this one's hotter. it would make sense. It seems like they always try to up the ante a little bit on it, but for what it is, this isn't bad. And again, the Paqui people probably will like me a little more than the flamethrower candy company people did, because all I talked about in the last video was how bad it tasted. This wasn't bad. More than anything, it's just so hot that, again, when they say one chip, and people are like, well, geez, you pay, you know, $20 for one chip, you're not going to want to eat more than one of these. At least most people aren't. This isn't like sit on the couch and go through the bag while watching something on TV. This is one and done for just about anybody, I would imagine. So, but all in all, pretty good. We're now at 6.5 minutes since I've eaten it. Definitely getting better. Like I said, still nose running a little bit. No sweating. Again, the shininess of the head is more to the light than it is anything that has to do with the heat itself. But again, nose running. The saliva isn't as much now. I'm not drooling, you know, or wanting to spit like it was a minute ago. We'll see yet again. The gummy bear, like the peanuts, off camera afterwards, I definitely felt. Again, this is what I would warn you about if you do any of these, is it can get kind of uncomfortable as it kind of goes down into your belly. But the gummy bear wasn't as bad as the peanuts. And again, I'm going to drink some milk after I turn the camera off and get done with this, just to kind of swirl that around my stomach and kind of calm that whole thing down a little bit. So with 7.5 minutes in, I'm going to give it about another 30 seconds. I'm fine. I'm not going to run upstairs to down milk. I'm not hurting, anything like that. Still feeling some of it, but again, it's nothing substantial at this point. Yeah, it's another good challenge. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. Some of my students suggested there's a spicy piece of chocolate or something like that. I know there's the Toe of Satan lollipop, which is supposed to be a hot one too. I'm trying to avoid candy. Just the gummy bear just didn't do it for me. But again, I'm running out of some of the savory ones, so I might just have to put up with whatever I can find. If you have comments, feel free to put them in there. If you have anything to suggest, if you like the video, hit like, share it with somebody. You know, again, if you want to see more, tell me what you want to see, and who knows, you know, where this can go. I'm not expecting to become world famous here, but you know, you never know. No one ever expects that. So with that, this was the Paqui One Chip Challenge. It's over and done with. Definitely hot. Definitely something, if you want to, again, give yourself a test, this would work pretty well. Taste isn't bad. So just see what you want to do. Until I see you next time, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Be safe.